stuck in my head.
Okay, guys, I'm picking up right where we left off. So remember, I've got the camera back there. So if you speak, please speak up so the camera can hear you. I tested it while you guys were gone, and you guys' voices were a little bit quiet. But as you know, I can edit that and I can raise up the levels. Okay, so we finished up. We're talking about what? Do you remember? Dogs.
Well, just like the symbolism of the animal farm.
Yep, the symbolism of Animal Farm. What was our last piece here? Remember? The KGB, okay? And so this is a picture that I found, and actually I found this on the internet, but it was under the caption of they don't know if this is a real picture or not. So I'm not saying this is a real picture because I can't really say that, but this is what the KGB probably looked like here. It's a very blurry picture, I know, but they've got guns right here. So these would be some of the leaders over here of the Russian government. And these are their KGB. They look like military, right? They're dressed like military, but they're not military. They have their guns and they protect the leaders. Who, mostly? Stalin, who represents Napoleon. So these guys, these are the puppies that were born in the farmhouse.
And there's a ducky too.
There's a duck too. This is not the exact picture, of course. This is a representation. So we gotta take it for what it is. Okay? So write that down. What do we write down? KGB. Jessie and Bluebell's puppies. The symbol of the KGB is Jessie and Bluebell's puppies.
It's so sad for Jessie and Bluebell to see what their children can.
I know. Good thing they can just keep on having puppies.
Okay.
Okay?
Since the 70s.
All right, guys. Huh? Oh yeah. Jessie Bluebell.
No.
So no one.
All right. Moving on to religion. Find religion. You guys think you guys figured it out? Okay, I really need to make sure you guys aren't talking over each other. Remember, I've got that camera back there and it's hard to hear. All right. So religion. Marx, you guys remember Marx? Karl Marx? He said that religion was the opiate of the people. An opiate is a kind of drug that kind of relaxes people. Okay?
Wait,
So
what, how do you spell
opiate, O-P-I-A-T-E.
it?
I-A-T-E. Sorry, it's hard to see that, yeah?
And I think you spell, is that off or off?
Of. Opiate of the people. And he said that religion was a lie. He said that it was just used to pacify the people, to calm the people down, and to make the people believe in something. If Stalin went to a bunch of people who were religious and had a representation of their God and said, I believe in their God, would they believe in him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way to coerce people into believing. Use it to make people not complain and do their work.
Like, those they have.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't complain about them, did they? Yeah. What does that look like to you? I chose this on my own as a representation. Sugar Candy Mountain. I chose that to represent Sugar Candy Mountain. I thought it was kind of a cool picture, so I chose that.
You should put Sugar Candy Mountain in your wall.
I did. I think I did, and I saw like it was like some desserts, a bunch of like desserts called
You
Sugar
should like
Candy Mountain.
have like a mountain like let's go.
Yeah, I definitely saw some of that.
We should build that.
All right, there he is, Moses. No, I found that on the internet. I thought it was cute.
Who made it?
I'm not sure who made it. Probably a child. No,
That's not. It was made by a child, guys.
Yeah, don't hate. Don't hate. Pretty good.
I'm hating on like.
Okay, guys, I need you guys to listen.
Way out of town.
Guys, we've only got a little bit left, so I want you to pay attention. Okay, so next we have. Okay, the dedicated but tricked communist supporters. So that means these people were dedicated to their leader. They did whatever their leader wanted them to do. But Marx would say that they were tricked into it. They weren't necessarily doing what was good for them. So, oh sorry. Oh my.
This is on that.
Max,
What?
the dedicated but tricked is on the other side.
Yeah, it's on page 10. Yeah,
Okay, so people believed Stalin because he was a communist. He said, oh yeah, I'm a communist. I believe in equality and we're all gonna work together and make life great. I believe that. But did he behave that way? No, guess not. Many people stayed loyal after it was obvious that Stalin was a tyrant. So he started doing these things to the people that weren't fair in a real moral and just world. But people stayed loyal to him anyway. They were betrayed by Stalin, who ignored them and killed them, actually. Who was the most dedicated supporter? Yeah? Boxer. The most dedicated supporter was your old Boxer. What did he used to say? Yeah, Killian, what were you going to say?
Napoleon's always right.
Yep, Napoleon is always right. I will work harder.
Didn't Wheeler just say that?
No, he really did say that. You guys remember that?
He didn't say what his deathbed.
He didn't say it on his deathbed. Squealer was just making that up. But he really did in real life work really hard. And he did say, Napoleon is always right. I will work harder. So the symbol for this one is?
Dedicated but tricked.
So what's the symbol in the story? Boxer.
That's just sad.
In the story, he is only one character, but he represents a group of people. Okay? That's important to know. In the allegory, he is a representation. Allie, I need you to be filling this out. So he represents all of the Russian people that were tricked and that were loyal to communism and to Stalin.
So the symbol is boxer.
Yes. And remember, what I've been saying is, he's a representation of many people. Okay? The sheep are always are followers. They're not main characters in the story, but they do follow. So you could group them in here. Because they've been tricked, they're always like two legs, or 4 legs good, 2 legs
Better.
bad.
Yeah.
And then they said yes, they're better. Okay, so now we have the vain, selfish people in Russia and the world. The rich, vain, upper class people. Okay? So this is one of your categories. Allie, would you read that for us?
Vain, selfish people in Russia and the world.
It?
Some people didn't care about revolution, only though about themselves. Went to other countries that offered.
Okay, so there were some people during the revolution that didn't succumb to that kind of power. Okay, and they decided, oh, I don't need this, and they went to other countries. Yeah? Would Molly fit that? What do you guys think?
Yes.
What happened to her?
Scared by the
She was scared by the fights, yeah. She gave a lot of excuses. She wanted to wear ribbons, yeah?
Yeah, she went to the other farm so she could eat more sugar and have ribbons and.
Exactly. Did you hear what he said? She went to other farms. That represents what? Other countries. Allie, I need you to listen. Okay? So she went somewhere else. Who did you guys think she was? Yep, Molly. There's Molly with her blue ribbon. What does her blue ribbon represent? Human-like. What does that make her feel like when she wears that ribbon? Special, unique, pretty. It makes her feel pretty. She's very vain. What letters of the alphabet did she learn? Keely, what letters did she learn?
Her name.
She learned only the letters of her name. What does that say about her?
Yeah, she
Full of herself.
doesn't care about it.
That's where the vanity comes in. That ribbon represents her vanity. Okay? Yeah?
The description actually describes it very well because if they don't, like, just because you're going to a different country doesn't mean you don't care about it. It just means that you're trying to find a better place for yourself to live.
Sure.
Like, because if I'm living in America and then suddenly everything happens and it's terrible and work is hard and there's limited food, I go somewhere else where we're just looking for our own survival.
Okay. And that's exactly what Molly does. We're looking at this as an allegory, right? Molly represents this symbol of people that didn't care about the revolution and just went elsewhere. Just like you're saying. It didn't agree with her, so she left. Maybe it's not. Maybe her life is better. Maybe she's happier, right? We're not saying that she did the wrong thing. You're right. You're right about that. Okay, what else do we have? Skeptical people in Russia and outside of Russia. I think that might be your next to last one.
Oh, we didn't already fill that one out?
No, we didn't do that one.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
Look on the next
Yeah,
page.
you guys have to pay attention. I skipped around.
Okay, bye.
So skeptical people in Russia and outside Russia. Caitlin, would you read this for us, please? Yeah. You're doing so well.
Skeptical people in Russia and outside Russia
Uh-huh.
weren't sure revolution would change anything. Realized that a crazy leader can call himself communist means that communism wouldn't work with power over you.
Right, good. So this is someone who's very skeptical, a non-believer. They don't believe that the leaders can pull off everything and do what they promise. Allie, what's the donkey's name? You guys think it's Benjamin?
What about the other girl? What's her name? Not Muriel.
Muriel? Yeah. Again, these are the main characters. You're right, there's other characters that we can group in there. These are the main ones. Look at me when you guys are done copying this one down. Taking notes. Yes. Okay. If you guys want to see this later, you can find this right online, this presentation, okay? I'll give you the address and you guys can check it out if you missed anything.
Is this from the movie?
That was what you're just copying. Here's the example.